Pleas from supporters. Plans for a new homeless shelter in Dickson have experienced a setback. Tonight, city councilors voted not to approve a zoning change that would allow the shelter to open near downtown. Emily Luxon is just back from there. So what's next?
Well, Jessica, supporters of the project are still vowing to keep fighting. They have worked since 2011 to bring a homeless shelter to the city, and they say as long as there's a need for it in the community, they will do their part to make it happen.
And I was driving right down this road one morning, and I was sitting there at that stop sign, and I just happened to glance over, and it just hit me. That's the facility.
For Buddy Dotson, this empty building on Church Street in Dickson represents an opportunity for his nonprofit group to help the community.
We don't want to be a handout, we want to be a hand up and get them back in society where they once were.
The group House of Hope and New Beginnings wants to turn the 25,000 square foot building into a shelter for homeless families. Other supporters also did their part to convince Dickson City Council members why the city needs the shelter.
I know it's scary, but just know that it is an important project that we're trying to have here in our community to help those who are less fortunate.
The House of Hope is all about faith, love, respect, and shelter.
But opponents, including some nearby business owners, have concerns about safety and the impact on the neighborhood.
I think it's a great idea. I think the concept is wonderful for Dickson. I think we need it. We don't have anything like that. I think the location itself is not the best location.
The shelter is located just blocks from downtown Dickson, which has recently been updated with new sidewalks, lighting, and landscaping.
They've spent all that money, and I just hate to see them put a homeless shelter right downtown when they've spent millions upon millions of dollars for the downtown revitalization.
While city council members did not vote in their favor, Buddy and other supporters are still determined to bring a homeless shelter to Dickson.
We know this is what we're called out and set out to do, so we just keep chomping at the bit, so to speak, and we just keep going.
Members of House of Hope and New Beginnings say they will now start looking for another location for the shelter. They say while the process may take a little bit longer, they will not give up. Jessica?
All right, Emily, thank you. Now, there currently aren't any homeless shelters in Dickson County. The closest is actually here in Nashville.